Díomh agus Forgate Fáilte, welcome back folks. Now, lovely sample answer for you today on our reality shows. So reality shows are quite kind of big at the moment, so I'm going to go for something that kind of fits an awful lot of the musical talent shows out there at the moment. So I just picked Masked Singer, but it can usually fit any of these as well. So let's go for this as our answer, for our sample answer. So if you want to talk a little bit about a reality TV show, let's look at a couple of phrases to get you going. So see this phrase here, Clár Síim Síochta. Clár Síim Síochta. I like the word Síim Síochta because it kind of means like entertainment, fun. So Síim Síochta, and we have that A towards the end as well. Is motlum a bheith ag fécinn ar na daoine éagsúla. So let's go for the first part. We know that the is motlum, I like, that's grand. And let's look at our infinitive that we have here in Irish. So we have the word a bheith, which means to be, to be. So is motlum, I like, a bheith, to be. And then ag fécinn looking at or watching na daoine éagsúla. Now, I've got a question for you. What's your word for different in Irish? Differul, maybe? If you have the word differul, that's perfect, that's great. So I'm going to go for something a little bit different for our examiner. Na daoine éagsúla. So that's another way that we can say the word different, éagsúl. Na daoine éagsúla, the different people. And then we can simply say ag conna and singing. And you can stop there if you'd like. However, if you feel like you can add on 3 little words extra to kind of push the boat out a little bit, let's look at this. So we know that word ag conna means singing. And then we have a gríthe, right? A gríthe, don't pronounce the TH. Remember, in Irish, we never, ever pronounce THs. A gríthe means their hearts. And then we have that word amach, out. So a gríthe amach, their hearts out. And folks, that is the exact same structure that you have in English. A, meaning their, gríthe, meaning hearts, and amach, out. So remember the TH in Irish? H means shevu. Shevu means you soften the sound down, which is why we would never hear the letter T. A, grí, h, amach. Now let's look at this. We have, you can say, is auránatha, profisiúnta iad. Auránatha, and you notice again, we're not pronouncing the TH towards the end there because they're always silent. That auránatha. So you can say is auránatha iad. They are singers. But if you want to kind of push it out a little bit more, I would put in the word profisiúnta. Auránatha profisiúnta. Professional singers. Professional singers. Now, abhainn clú agus cail amach hana féin. So I'm going to go for this word here, right? The a before a verb. Abhainn means who, obtained. And again, that's the same structure as English. A meaning who, and bhainn, past tense, obtained. Clú agus cail, great fame. So abhainn clú agus cail amach, who obtained great fame. And we can add in that little bit here as well towards the end if you like. And it's hana féin. Hana féin, which means already. And again, have you noticed? There is your H, which is a shevu, and shevu means we soften, which is why we don't really pronounce that letter C. Hana féin. Couple of seachtain ó hin, bhí somebody on mana ceol, and you can put it in, ag conna. So cúpla seachtain ó hin, a couple of weeks ago. Now I'm just going to put that in the blue here. So cúpla seachtain, a couple of weeks ó hin, ago. And then we have our verb, bhí, there was. And we can put in a person here. So there was somebody, and we have that word here, own, from the. Now I'm going to explain this to you very, very quickly. We know that O means from. Right? And we know that on means the. So if we put the two of these together, we get O and on. However, we can actually mash these together into one word because we have a vowel, the letter O, clashing with another vowel, the letter A. So what these really become is the word own. So that means from the. So own, and then we have mana ceol, from the band. And we can put in a band here. And then we can finish off with a conna, just meaning kind of singing that we had already up there. Now, bhí do chreidte má. That's one thing I'm really kind of eager for you all to actually use. This word do chreidte má means unreal, savage, like it was just deadly. It was brilliant. And again, it's not really kind of slang, but it's something more that your age group would actually use when they're actually talking to each other. Again, we know I couldn't use that. It'd be kind of a little bit weird, but that's something that most teenagers and young people in their 20s would use in Irish speaking areas. Dochrecha mo. No, ní raibh sí har vola barcha. I like this phrase, right? Now, ní raibh sí. So you can say she was excellent, dochrecha mo, she was unreal, perfect. But you can also say ní raibh sí, she was not. Har vola barcha is the word for the best, the greatest. So ní raibh sí, she wasn't. Har vola barcha, the best, the greatest. Now we have to be very, very careful with this, right? We can only use this in the negative. We can't actually use this in the positive. So that har vola barcha has to be a negative connotation. We can't say vishe or vishe. It has to be ní raibh sí, ní raibh sé. Har vola barcha, he wasn't the greatest. On shin, then tugan na multóri mulla no kana doiv. Right? So let's go for the first part. Na multóri are the judges, same structure as English. Na multóri, the judges. And then tugan, give. So tugan na multóri, and remember Irish, verb first language, and we put the person in second position. So tugan na multóri, the judges give mulla. Mulla is praise, recommendation, admiration. Mulla. Or kana. Right, now kana. Kana is the word for criticism. Kana. And dóibh just means to them. Now you can put in the dóibh at the end or you can leave it out. It's not going to make much of a difference at all. Uaireanta, we know, is our nice word for sometimes. Bíonn na multóri grana. So let's go for that word again. Na multóri, the judges. And then we have bíonn, which means do be. So bíonn na multóri, the judges do be. Remember, verb first and the people in second position. Grana then is the word for awful, horrible, kind of like ufásach. So bíonn na multóri grana, the judges do be awful. Ach, however, ní gá le sin. Now this is a nice phrase to have, so I'm going to get you to underline this one. Ní gá le sin. And we can keep this as a set structure, right? And you can say ní gá le sin. There's no need for that. There's no need. Ní gá le sin. And then we're going to finish off with a little bit of I mothuairim, which means in my opinion. I mothuairim. And remember, there's your TH. And what do we know about the H in Irish? It's called a shevu, and shevu means we soften down the sound. So that's why we say I mothuairim. We take it from the H onwards. Last part here first then is bralam an bouta ceannais. Now let's go for this word here, right? An bouta ceannais first of all. Let's go for the vocab. An bouta ceannais means the finals. An bouta ceannais. And then we're just going to put in is bralam, I love, I like. So I like an bouta ceannais. You can use that for sport as well if you're talking about hurling or camogie or soccer or hurling. Bhí mé nervíseach ó hús go dearú an clár. So let's go for the first part here, the vocab. Nervíseach, nervíseach. And what you're going to do is you're going to give me a V sound in this. Nervíseach. And the first part we have is bíonn mé, I do be. So bíonn mé, I am, I do be. Nervíseach, nervous. And then we have ó hús go dearú an chlár. Now we know that the word ó, we had it up here, means from. So we're going to say ó hús go dearú an chlár, from the start to the finish of the program. Ó hús go dearú an chlár. Now, as always, make sure that you just tick it off that you have revised a sample answer based on kind of reality shows or based on kind of music shows that we can use there. So again, you can pick and mix and match. I'm going to pop on and do another reality TV show. We're going to go for Love is Blind, and which is kind of closely similar to Love Island if you want to kind of have a look at that. So pop over and we'll get you another video done as well. A charge, good evening, Wagaf, Slán Anish.